Arsenal versus Manchester United is the an early kick-off tomorrow at the Emirates Stadium in here for you onto the Rokani Media Football Channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? This is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as it's concerned. Straight away into the preview. Remember, before we start into the preview, we just have to go into the predicted lineup in there for you here onto the Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go to the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now the big game is on. Way back, this game used to be between Manchester United and Arsenal, and it was all about who is going to win the Premier League, and whoever lost to the other lost the Premier League in there for you. Already created a very big gap between him and the person that has won. This time round, it's a tense game, but the tension has been brought by the Champions League sport. That is the fourth sport of the Premier League. This time around, it's not about who is winning the trophy. This time around, it's all about who is snatching the fourth spot in there for you. But this game is so much geared up. Very many players are out of this game. Some have returned, some are not going even to play until the end of the season for their respective teams in there for you. And here onto the Rokani Media Football, we go into dissect down this game in here, and let's go in there for you in here. Well, we know that Arsenal is not having the following players. One, Arsenal is not having a player who goes by the names of Tomiyasu, though the manager is coming out and saying that if at all he trains very well today, he will be able to come on and put up a show in there for a side which goes by names of Arsenal. That is the manager in his own words, who goes by names of Mikel Arteta. He has come out and said if he trains today very well, he'll be part of the squad, but him being part of the squad does not give him a guarantee to start in there. But in goal, it's Aaron Ramsdale. We know that he's one of those best players that we've seen for a very long time, ever since signing for Arsenal. I think he has only missed one game, and that was against Aston Villa. Then he returned after conceding 2 goals against Liverpool. He missed one game against Aston Villa. Then he returned, and he has been superb, and I really like him in there, though he has lots of things to prove in there for you. In contention for the #1 spot at the World Cup to be the Three Lions goalkeeper in goal to beat Pickford. He has really to do a lot, especially in a game like this against Manchester United. He really has a lot of work to do, because when you look at the defense of Arsenal, it will be very easy for United to rip it apart, and the mercy of Arsenal might be on the goalkeeper, who goes by names of Aaron Ramsdale in there for you, who really gave Bernard Leno a bench, and he has not yet returned to the starting lineup of Arsenal for the majority number of games that they've played in there. The right back, I really believe that he's going to stick with Ben White on the right back position, as he did when they really went ahead at Stamford Bridge and got that win against Chelsea. So I really believe that he's one of the best that I've seen in there. Then we go to the central defenders. That is a man who goes by names of Rob Holding. I really believe that Rob Holding is going to start into that central defense alongside Gabriel Magalhaes in there, because the best way to stop Manchester United is really to get in Gabriel Magalhaes to partner with Rob Holding and a player who goes by the names of Ben White in there for you. We go to the left back. The left back this time round, it's Nuno Tavares, and as I told you guys that every time a player does not get enough playing time, there is no way you are going to expect him to be confident. And now this young man has gained confidence. He played well against Chelsea, though a goal against Azpilicueta has been blamed on him. Something that I don't agree with Arsenal fans in there, because I really believe that why do you blame Nuno Tavares before blaming the person who really laid Mason Mount to bring that cross in? I really believe that Mason Mount had lots of space behind him, no pressure was on him, and people come out and blame him in there. That is totally out. That is totally out, and I really believe that this young man is really one of those that is doing great to make a living at Arsenal in there for you, and they shouldn't blame him on that goal, but they should blame the person who really let Mason Mount lay that ball in there. I saw someone else blaming Ramsdale, that Ramsdale would have really gone into that ball, but guess what? Even Gabriel was there and he let that ball go past him in there. So I really believe that Nuno Tavares comes in for Kian Tierney, who is one of those players that are out of the season of Arsenal in there. He's not expected to return, and all of the season, just know that Arsenal is just going to be in there for Nuno Tavares as the left back. Maybe when Tomiyasu returns, they might use Cedric Soares to play off that side. As you see, this Mikel Arteta manager really resonates a lot his team and rotates a lot and makes lots of thinkings. Though to me, one thing I hate about managers like Arteta, Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Eric Ten Hag, they do spoil an omelette because they put in lots of eggs, and when you put in too many eggs in an omelette, you can spoil it. You get? So that's what Arteta does. But I will believe that Nuno Tavares is one of those that is going to come in through and do the needful for side, which goes by the names of Arsenal in this encounter in there for you. And when we go, when you look at Ben White, before I go to the central midfield, Ben White is that utility midfielder that Arsenal signed, that utility player that Arsenal signed. He can play as a central defender, he can play as a right back, he can too play as a CDM for a side which goes by the Arsenal. That's really what makes him different from all other players that Arsenal brought in. He's a utility player, and you see he helped them out in the game of Chelsea by playing at the right back, and he never disappointed in there for you. When we go to the double midfield pivot, Arsenal is going to play with two players. That is Granit Xhaka and El Nini. I really believe they're going to sit in there very well because Lokonga looks like has not lived to the expectations of the manager. Though he's a talented player, but he has not shown his worth, especially in these games. And all of those games that Arsenal have lost, the previous 3 games against Crystal Palace, Aston Villa and Southampton, he has been a player in the midfield. And if at all you fail to win the midfield battle for those teams, you don't expect to come out and win a midfield battle for teams like Chelsea and Manchester United, however much their midfield is not all that good in there. So El Nini and Granit Xhaka are expected to start into the double midfield pivot of a side which goes by names of Arsenal in there. Odegaard, arguably my best player of the season for Arsenal. Though I don't support Arsenal, but I will believe that Odegaard is one of those players that are supposed to be given a hail for the season Arsenal have had, because he has really done great, especially into that central axis. He makes it easy. He makes it think that it's easy to play into that central attack midfield role, but his sweet left foot and the goals are scored, assists in there, the secondary assists, and he is really one of those that I really believe is going to start and give United headache. Remember that game at Old Trafford, he really scored an equalizer after Ronaldo had given United a lead, and Martin Odegaard really made it too for a side which goes by names of Arsenal, and it was level in there. We go to Bukayo Saka, one of those players that have really had a fantastic season at Arsenal in there, and I really believe that he has been having a run of very many bad games at Arsenal, and I really believe that the penalty he scored against Chelsea might give him a boost in there to come in and do the needful. Even that assist that he gave it to a player who goes by the names of Emily Smith-Rowe might have really turned around his season this time around, because he had taken very many games without scoring. Now he scored his 13th goal of the season and his 11th game of the season of the Premier League, and I really believe that it's going to turn out, and Mikel Arteta is really going to give him a pick. When you go to this side, that is the left attacking side of the midfield, there is a very big contention in there. Who it should start between Martinelli and Emily Smith-Rowe? I tell you, with the performance that Emily Smith-Rowe had against a side which goes by the name of Chelsea, the best way to do is to reward him to start against Manchester United. That's what I really think about this match in there for you, especially when it comes to players that are really going to come in and start for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. I think Alexander Lacazette is back, and he's going to play into that central forward role. Though I will believe that Nketiah would have been rewarded by a start, but I really believe that this manager would like to risk himself in a game like this, because he knows if Lacazette fails, I'll bring in Nketiah. Maybe otherwise, after him coming out and admitting that if there is a player at Arsenal that he has treated unfairly, that has to be Nketiah, and he must really reward him with a start, and again a side which goes by the names of Manchester United in there for you. So that is our predicted lineup. That is Aaron Ramsdale. We have Ben White, right back. Central defenders Gabriel Magalhaes and Rob Holding. Nuno Tavares to play as the left back. El Nini and the player who goes by the name of Xhaka. It's a double midfield pivot. Then Odegaard, central attacking midfielder, left attacking midfielder. That is Emily Smith-Rowe, and the right attacking midfielder is going to be Bukayo Saka, and Lacazette is going to lead the line for a side which goes by names of Arsenal. Thank you guys for watching in. That has been the predicted lineup of a side which goes by names of Arsenal versus a side which goes by names of Manchester United. And if at all you really want to go ahead and watch that of Manchester United, cross over to my other channel that strictly does Manchester United content. It goes by names of Manchester United Matters channel. You're really going to find everything there. I go by the names of Rokani David. I'm out for now. See you later. But your reactions are welcome into the comment section below of who is going to start in that 11-man team of Arsenal to face a side which goes by names of Manchester United. Remember, it's a must-win for Arsenal if they are going to kick United out of the 4th place race of the Premier League in there for you. And vis-a-vis for Manchester United, if they really want to keep their Champions League hopes alive, they need to go in and beat a side which goes by names of Arsenal, because that comes with this in here for you. Smash the like button, leave your reactions into the comment section below. I sign out for now. See you later.